Good morning. I'm John Ellsworth with Success Strategies. I'm the founder of Success Strategies Incorporated and the creator of what we call the Success Strategies Advantage. And today's talk is entitled, Can You Really Claim to Be an Entrepreneur? Now, you may not think of yourself as an entrepreneur, but if you're in business for yourself, family business, dairy operation, whatever type of business you run, you truly are an entrepreneur. And there was an economist, a French economist, who lived from 1767 to 1832, whose name was Jean-Baptiste Say, and he was best known for his theory of financial markets, where he basically claimed that supply of a product or a service actually creates its own demand. And one of the best examples I can think of is the cell phone. You know, you and I didn't know that we needed these before they existed, before they were created. But as you will agree, I'm sure, once they've been developed, wow, it brings up three questions that were very well presented by my business coach, Dan Sullivan of the Strategic Coach. So I want to give him credit for these questions. But they are the following. Question number one, as an individual entrepreneur, what are your personal resources that quickly can be taken to a higher level of productivity? In other words, is your skill set, your expertise really being maximized in your operation? Are you working in the business 100% of the time versus working on the business part of the time? For example, when I talk about working on the business, do you plan a future course for your operation? Do you check your year-to-date progress in terms of cash flow and business efficiencies? Believe me, folks, this can yield some big returns. So it's something to think about. As an individual entrepreneur, what are your personal resources that you can use and that can be quickly taken to higher levels of productivity? Take some time and think about that. Question number two, what are your organizational resources, your company resources, if you will, that can be taken to higher levels of productivity? Is your business really being maximized? I think about an operation where we automated fruit packing operation where we implemented partial automation, and we went from 10 employees on that packing line down to 4. There was a huge payback for that. I can also think of another client, a dairy client, a fairly large operation, but by installing robotic milkers, we went from 6 employees in the milk barn down to 2. And the payback for that was very quick. Paybacks can be huge on these types of things. And they also can provide some real relief. I think that's the word I'm looking for. Some real relief to owners in terms of management time and their overall input and effort. So question number two, what are your organizational resources that can be taken to a higher level of productivity? And I think labor, with the way it's rising in price right now, is an excellent area to hone in on and fine tune, if you will. Question number three, what other resources do you have that can be taken to higher levels of productivity? I think about land and buildings. Can they be used for different purposes in your business or diversified into something totally different? Do you have any idle buildings? I have a client who found, not like it was lost, but we discovered, if you will, that there was a building that was being underutilized. It was basically sitting idle. And we retrofitted it and boosted its productivity immensely. So with all of these questions, it's all about the resources, whether it's yours, your labor, your other efficiencies, and the resources you have at your disposal. Can these be taken to higher levels of productivity by retrofitting or somehow automating these processes? So I would suggest, please give these points some consideration. These items will help get you to the next level. Thank you for listening today. I'm John Ellsworth, founder of Success Strategies Incorporated, and again, the creator of the Success Strategies Advantage. I want to thank you for listening today.